A lot of my students have come to me, and we've had thousands of students come through that have done other programs. They've done Greystone trading, Ross Cameron's Warrior trading, Timothy Sykes' penny stock trading, all sorts of really cool programs that are out there. And sometimes those were the ones that they liked best or thought were best and different things like that. So all I can tell you is what students have told me about our programs versus others. Right? So let's take one where day trading is a profession. Now, this is somebody who's going to learn all about fundamentals and fancy algorithms and understanding resistance and support and Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci sequence and Greeks, and like they're really going to go into it and basically get a master's degree in trading, and they're going to be trading 10 hours a day. So if that's where you're headed and you want to be that person, 20-minute trading actually isn't the right service for you. 20-minute trading is geared toward people who want a simple strategy, right? One of the things about our strategy that's interesting is we don't use candle charts. Now, you'll see in most trading programs they use candle charts. What is that? That's where you have a chart that looks kind of like a normal graph, but instead of lines, it's showing little rectangles with little wicks coming out on each end, right? They're called candles. And they show you a lot of information about what's happening with the stock or the instrument that you're trading at that time. The reason we don't do that is because we look for an interrelationship between a blue line and an orange line or a red line, and we see how they play against each other to determine which direction the blue line's gonna go. And it's as simple as that. It's as chalkboard and crayons as that. 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade kind of level idea, right? So having candlesticks would actually throw off our ability to see those relationships. As a result, we say, okay, look, we're looking for 1 or 2 trades in the morning before you go to work, following a predictable pattern with the relationship of these lines and how they play against each other. Then go to work or take care of your family or whatever else you're gonna do. It's sort of a start the day with trading real quick kind of activity. So for people who have the desire to continue their current career or to go pursue their passion project or to take care of their family and spend hours a day on other things, 20-minute trading could end up being the best thing for them to do. Now, how do you know if there's a better program out there or not? Well, the only thing you can do is really look at the typical results of the students. Now, quite often you're looking at the guru who has exceptional results, right? Ross Cameron turned $600 into millions of dollars. Look at that. I'd love to be like that. It's amazing, right? You could look at some of my trading time periods where I made $67,000 in 1 month. Whoa, Jeremy's amazing, right? Or you could look at Timothy Sykes, who started in college or something and made millions of penny stocks, right? The thing is how are the students doing? Well, what we like to do in 20-minute trading that I feel is pretty unique is we survey our 20-minute traders. We say, hey, are you making money or are you losing money? Level with me. If you're making money, how much are you making? If you're losing money, how much are you losing? Then we're going to take all that data, we're going to publish it on our website, exactly the answers that we got, right? This is how many people we sent the survey to. This is how many responses we got. The people who said yes was this many. The people who said no was this many. We got this many hundreds of answers on this or whatever. And what it came down to is 64.8% of the respondents of our survey said they were profitable when they used our strategies in their purity. And the average amount they made was $216 per week, which is $865 per month or whatever it is, and then about $10,000 a year. Average. But that even factors in people who were losing money, right? So if somebody said, I make $1,000 a week, and somebody else says, I lose $800 a week, well, the average is plus $200 a week, right? So you have to think with that a little bit when you look at those averages, those numbers. But I think looking at the students is way more important than looking at the guru, because one of the things that a lot of our students has told us is our service level is unbelievably exceptional compared to any other program they've ever done. Why? We have all these mentors sitting there ready to help you at all times. They're just sitting there like waiting for your question answer, you know? And there's a lot of guidance, a lot of like, here's how you set up your chart. Here's how you do your trade. Here's how you push the button. Here's how the lines work. When they go like this and this one goes like this, that's when we place our trade, so the other one's gonna go like that. And it's all kind of idiot proof. And frankly, that appeals to a lot of us. And that's probably why it's gone so viral. The other factor that you should know is that we do specialize in non-traders and beginning traders getting involved in trading fast, predictable patterns. So if that's something that you want to learn, 20-minute trading might be best for you. Are there better strategies out there for fast in and out trades? You know what? I'll be honest, I don't think so, because if there was, I'd be teaching it. I'm teaching what I think is the best strategy, and I'm always doing that. So we're always revising our strategies with any discoveries that we make. We're like, ooh, look, if you do this, the win rate goes up even more higher, like the percentage is even higher of wins. It's great, yeah. So we're gonna teach that right away. So if we find out that Joe Blow trading has a very similar strategy of predicting patterns and in and out, fast trades, usually under a minute, and they have a higher success rate, honestly, I'm gonna call up Joe and be like, can we collaborate? Because I wanna give the best possible service to my students. And occasionally a student shows up with an innovation that does actually add value to our system. It has now happened about 10 times. And what's cool about our system is because of that, we're pretty dynamic. So let's say we have 500 people all trading the exact same strategy, and 5 of them discover some incredible innovation that if you just add this one little element to identifying a predictable pattern, the win rate goes up by 2x. Well, I'm gonna grab a beta testing team of 100 of those other traders, say, hey, do you guys wanna try this out? Let's see how this works. And if it works, that becomes part of our curriculum within days. And we teach it to every single person. Say, look, this is the latest innovation, boom. So we end up using the existing students to the degree they're willing and they're voluntary about it to help improve and optimize the strategy in real time. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to kind of flip the bird to Wall Street and say, you've been taking advantage of this system for over 150 years now, 250 years, however long it's been around. We want in on this. And we know that you manipulate things and try to gear things to take money from us and, you know, trick us into like getting our money. We know that. And we're trying to say, not fair, not on my watch, not on my watch. We want to try this ourselves, and we want to rebel against that kind of set up system that denies us access to the fun and benefits of the markets. That's what 20-minute trading is all about. It's about empowering the hardworking person who doesn't get to have the fun and benefits of trading because it's being denied to them due to the time it takes and the amount of study it takes. We're saying it doesn't take that. It takes a couple hours of study. It takes a few weeks of practice trading until you're good at it. You know, and then also we have an exit hatch so that if it's not working for you, you can just bail with minimal loss. But if it does work for you, it's life-changing. We've set it all up that way, and that's probably why it's so ridiculously popular.